Hey folks, welcome to another episode of Stuff and Such. We're down here in the shop working on a couple Hemlock coffee tables. Down here, it's 11 o'clock at night, I think so, 11:30. Going to work on those coffee tables, unfortunately. Unfortunately with me, I can never turn my brain off, so here I am. If you don't like how I got all quick dressed up here for you, well, you better just subscribe so I can afford to get all more fancy clothes, you know. So anyways, let's get going. So these are some hemlock that I milled up 2 summers ago, I believe it was. And hemlock's really bad for checking. As you can see, there's a good sized check in it, but it's stopped moving. What I do is, doesn't look terribly pretty, but I just put a patch on the back side. That way it kind of holds it level and keeps it from getting too ornery. You can't really see it as you're, because typically the plane of eye is kind of on a diagonal angle anyway, so it really doesn't make too big of a deal. So I got 3 of them I need to do. Another one. Then here's the 3rd one here. If you're watching this video and you want to own one of these beautiful handcrafted, authentic, organic, non-GMO, I guess I shaved my beard off, so I guess I can't say Mennonite made. Rustic. What else? What other keywords I need? One of a kind, priceless, irreplaceable. If you're looking for a set and I haven't sold it yet, just drop a comment down below, say I'll take that, and I can work out how to ship it to you anywhere in North America. And I'll even give you 10% off, as long as you subscribe. I really like to use black steel for my black steel pipe fittings for my bases. Understand that these are quite expensive. If you do decide to go this route, you could probably figure, I think it's about 20 bucks a leg. It's not a cheap system, but I really think it looks fancy, so that's what I do. If you want to add this up yourself and want to do easy figuring, figure about each part is $3.50. That way it'll kind of takes up the expensive ones and the cheaper ones and gives you a good average. Gets pretty close. So we got most of the overall parts laid out here. It's kind of a bit of a trial and error sort of thing. So we'll put one together and then it'll give you a bit of an idea. So there's a couple spots you can start from. You can start from your base. You want to get some height, and it kind of determines on how tall you want your item to be, whether it's a bench or more of a coffee table or more of a stool. So one thing I am missing is couplers, which is a bit of a bummer, but we'll just assemble it so you can kind of get a bit of an idea. So instead of an actual T here, well, let me change that. If you want your legs to be locked in together for something more heavier, what you can do is you can make it so that your legs are connected. So if you did something like this, you have two legs. I'm sure you can see where I'm going with this. Then you spin them together. So, and then you can screw it to the bottom of your table. And that way, it takes a lot of weight at the side to side torque, locks it together, and moves it as a unit. So for the section in the middle, it's best if you just get it close mounted, take a tape measure, measure your distance, what will work for you, and go to your local hardware store, and they should be able to make a custom length for you. So that's not really the scope of this project though. So what I'm going to do is I want mine reasonably tall, so when it's beside a couch or a chair, it's not down on the floor, but it's, I don't know, about thigh height or a little less. Now at the bottom of this, you want to put a T. And then from here, the length of nipple you put here, so length of these things, whether it's this long or this long, kind of see the difference here. It determines on what you're putting the stand under. So if you have a narrow bench, well, you use short ones, and that's what mine's going to be. It's going to be fairly narrow, so I'm using fairly short ones here. So then now you got stand, T at the bottom. Then you bring in your street 90, they're called. Put them on like so. I don't know why I'm putting it on so tight for a prototype. So now you got your T and those things. And the last thing is your reducer. So I'm going to go and get couplers tomorrow, so I won't be able to finish this video for you today. But I just wanted to show you how to go about making a plumbing, a black pipe stand for your tables. So let's just do a quick figuring here for how much this thing costs roughly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 parts at $3.50. That's $35 plus another $38.50. So for this thing here, retail off the store, you're probably looking at $38.50 plus tax. So it is pricey. Don't get me wrong. But I like them because they're pretty, in my opinion. Kind of gives that rusticy look to it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to whip up one more real quick, and then we'll throw it under a coffee table, just kind of get an idea, and I can do some beautiful camera work for you. There's the other one. Let's set it up. So there we have the stand. We'll just go ahead and try and gently lay a board on there without knocking them over. We're not going to screw them on today. I'm just going to set them up so you can get an idea what it looks like. That way you can decide if you want to do it yourself and pursue this project. Alright folks, that's going to wrap up today's video. Hopefully you found this project kind of inspiring, something kind of neat, something you might try out. I'll try and make a bit of a parts list in the description below. Alright guys, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you in the next video. You'll see one pop up over here and over there and somewhere else over here. Somewhere. And pick one of them and carry on watching. See you in the next video.